This video is sponsored by Manta Sleep. I have been using Manta Sleep masks for so long that I have a Pavlovian response to putting this on my head. I feel the squishy fabric, I wrap it around my head and tighten it so that it fits me just right. I am immersed in complete darkness. I lay comfortably on my side with these tapered eye cups, and I have all these talking points in my head because I've been doing this shtick for a while, you know? And I fall asleep thinking, wow, it really is true. These are the best sleep masks ever. With this on, I could sleep through a UFO coming down and shining ultraviolet, fluorescent, phosphorescent beams through my window at my face, okay? This one is my favorite. It's the silk mask, but I also always keep the pro mask in my travel bag for when I'm on buses and airports, on planes, etc. I also regularly use the Cool Mask eye cups, which you can buy separately during allergy season, which is right now, because it really helps to relieve my symptoms if I'm struggling to peel my eyes open into an environment full of histamines. All these masks are fully adjustable and customizable so that they can fit anyone's head shape and anyone's eye distance. And you can even mix and match the bands and the eye cups to find the perfect slumber solution for you. So if you want to sleep through a rave, an alien abduction, a war zone, whatever, then click the link in the description and use the code SLEEPY to get 10% off. Thank you to Manta Sleep for sponsoring this video. This little cactus is by far the most requested trigger across my entire channel. Can you guess what makes her so very special? Perhaps you already know. And then, if you do know, I'm sure you're excited for the guaranteed tingles that will come with this little experience, which always begins with a little exercise in imagination. So can you do that for me? Can you start to wake up your imagination? Can you elect to enter this experience with your mind open, your spirit open? Because this is very important. Because I'm going to need you to possess this, okay? I'm going to need you to take your conscious experience and project it into this succulent, which is not a cactus. I'm sorry, I said that earlier. With this succulent, project your consciousness into this succulent. It's actually not a succulent either because it's made out of cloth, but no matter. Let's project your consciousness into this succulent. It works best if you look at the eyes right here, okay? And I want you to start getting excited because this is everyone's favorite trigger for a reason. I love this trigger, but it takes some time. It takes some time to earn the payoff, okay? So I need you to project your experience into this succulent through the eyes. These are your eyes now. These are your eyes. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. These are your eyes now, okay? Tap, 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 tap. And this is going to get more and more tingly as we go. So first, I want you to enjoy imagining the sides of your face being scratched, gently scratched. And it should feel nice, like someone scratch. Just gently brushing their fingers on your scalp, right on the side of your head. It should feel a little bit. Let's see if we can get this guy to sit here. It should feel like scratchy, 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 comey. Scratchy, 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 comey. Scratchy, 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 comey. Just like that. Scratch, 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 scratch. Scratch, 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 scratch along the sides of your face. And remember, these are your eyes. These are your eyes. Tippy tappy, tippy tappy, tippy tappy, tippy tappy, tippy tappy, tippy tappy, tippy tappy. And it feels good to have the sides of your head scratched gently, 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 gently. And we can even just give you a good old little ear massage, nice and gentle. But the best is yet to come, because now that your consciousness has been cozily and comfily projected and nestled within this succulent we can do the real magic. These nodules, sprigs, limbs, if you will, they have to be extraordinarily sensitive in order to absorb the light from the sun. And that's science. It has something to do with chlorophyll, the color green, and energy. They have to be extraordinarily sensitive in order to derive energy from the sun. So if you think about how sensitive your tongue is, that's how we get energy from our tongue. That's how we eat. Our tongue is very sensitive. These are even more sensitive because they're getting all that sensation just from light, and they're at the tippy top, the apex of this succulence, this happy succulence head, right? So they're extraordinarily sensitive, so sensitive that even if I just touch them like this cactus, succulent, this succulent is probably getting some tingles. The succulent's probably getting some tingles. Beginning to relax and enjoy the sensation, right? And we can do it again right here, kind of like this, right here, giving this cactus succulent tingles, tingles. And then we can make it even stronger by wiggling them. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And whenever I do that, it's like tingles. we can make it even stronger. This is the kind of thing that really, I have heard that this really helps with people's tingle immunity, that even people who haven't gotten tingles in a really long time, or maybe they've never experienced ASMR at all, this is the kind of thing that breaks through the tingle veil for them whenever they've projected their consciousness into the succulent. And then, instead of just touching one of these little nodules, sprigs, leaves, limbs, if you will, if I were to touch multiple of them at the same time, it would be really strong tingles all over this succulent's head. So if this were your head, which it is because you've projected your consciousness onto it, then whenever I touch all of these, you will get extremely strong tingles. Are you ready? Are you ready to get those extremely strong tingles? Okay, I'm going to do it. Right now. And it's so sad today that it gives you tingle. Or like very cold water, like a little ice cube. Someone put a little ice cube on your head. And it's melting. And it's melting down. Down. Tingles trailing down. Tingles trailing down the sides of the succulent head. And there's something even crazier we can do, which is do like this. In between, right at the base of these. It's kind of like scratching a little scratch, or itching a little itch, or scratching an itch, or itching a scratch that you've never itched or scratched before. It's kind of like that. It's like the kind of head massage no one ever gives you in real life, because they're being too polite, you know. But you really want to get it. And to make it really tingly, we can even do like this. Tingly. you getting ASMR for the first time right now? Are you getting ASMR? Boom. I think you just got ASMR. Boom, 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 boom. Tingly, 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 tingly. Because this is so tingly, because this is your head. And these are your very sensitive sun eaters. Sunlight. Sunlight, sunlight, sunlight. Except now we're giving them more than sunlight, we're giving them tingles, tingles, tingles. We're giving them more than tingles, more than sunlight, more than sunlight. We're giving them tingles, 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 tingles. Tussle that hair, tussle that hair, tussle that hair, tussle that hair, tussle, 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 tussle. Let's calm it down a little bit. Shh, relax, relax. Sometimes whenever your ASMR is so strong, you need to take a deep breath, pull back a little bit. Chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out, and stop getting Chill out, chill out, chill out, and stop getting tingles. But sometimes it's hard not to get tingles whenever the side of your face is being scratched, 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 scratched. Sometimes the sides of your face, they've had enough scratching and they just need to be gently brushed, 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 so that you can relax and go to sleep. Give you a little bit of ASMR, a little bit of visual, tingly, 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 ASMR, tingly, 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 tingly. Is this your favorite trigger now? I've seen a couple people do this trigger on their own channels, and I love watching people do this. So I think it's great to try, because I think it's such a fun imagination exercise to put yourself in a little object, release yourself from your human form, become succulent, because whenever you're just a little cloth object, it's so much easier to get tingles, 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 tingles. sleep.